start off with a guy named Allen Iverson. And the reason that I start with that, the reason I start with Kevin is I just saw the back of the jersey all the time, so I remember Iverson clear as day. But if I went deeper, I would tell you guarding the Hall of Famer Mitch Richmond at a time when he was playing for the Sacramento Kings, they would run an offensive set, much like for Reggie Miller, multiple screens by a bunch of guys who were big and strong. That was not good for me to try to fight through those kind of screens. But if you gave Mitch Richmond 8 inches, 2 points.
And Richmond was strong and had bulk to his body.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me, Kevin.
I can see the bruises. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. Now Hunter after Devin Booker missing on that last 3-pointer. Now the pass to Capella. Outside Bogdanovich. 5 on the clock. Lets it go from the wing, and the bank shot is good.
Pretty smooth screen and roll there. Got to be up on Bogdanovich.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. 4-point game. Victory eluded them last time in Atlanta when they faced the Hawks.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, and they didn't get, blown out in that game, but it felt deflating, and it felt like they got crushed. They could not get anything going, no matter who they had out on the court.
Here's Collins. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Young outside for the 3. It's not going to go for him. The Suns go the other way with it. Here's Bridges. The rebound by Young. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Saric trying to break free. Shots good from Young.
Trae Young not backing down from the physical defense on that play.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
Here's Young following the basket by Chris Paul. Shots good from Young.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Suns trail by 4. Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Launches a 3. Rebound Atlanta. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I briefly spoke with Lloyd Pierce. He said one of the key points defensively will be trying to limit the production of DeAndre Ayton, adding it's rare to see a player of his size and athleticism. And then you add in his shooting touch, he's a handful. And it makes the defense take very difficult choices. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. They trail by 6. Saric against Collins. Takes a 3. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Saric. Paul's got 5.
Well, second nature for Chris Paul to get shots up off the bounce. Love the form there.
Passes it to Collins. And Bogdanovich kicks to Young. Over Paul. Misses the step-back jump shot.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Bridges passes to Booker. Over to the wing. A 3-ball. Was shot by Paul. No good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Hunter. It's deflected. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Booker being very active right now on the offensive end. Terrific at getting the defense to knock him around on the way up. Every shot in his arsenal, Devin Booker, is pretty impressive. He can shoot it from deep. He moves well without the basketball. He can create with others. He is a young offensive force and is an interesting player to watch in terms of what develops next.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. And Brent, with Booker, the ball handling and creativity he has puts him among the elite guards in the league.
Yeah, you wonder if Phoenix can find a way to get some more talent around Devin Booker. What happens when all of the attention is not on him? He's already proven he's a great scorer. Where else can he go?
Both good from the line that time.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. No good on the triple.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Here's Paul. 5 points in the game. Booker with it to the right side. And the Suns miss again. Here's Hunter. Kept alive. Collins. That's tipped.
Oh, he has the size and can get up quickly. Ayton with the throwback.
Here's Paul. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
The starting gate, opening night in the NBA, Brent. What are you most looking forward to?
I just like to see who it is that, in terms of their competitive spirit right now, is coming out of training camp hungry. Let's see in the next couple weeks which team jumps out and which coaching staffs have done a great job preparing their team coming out of camp. Now, we know that teams can fall off, Kevin, that talent will catch up. Other veteran teams may get themselves back into a rhythm. But coming out of training camp, how much more together are teams, and teams that have made changes, what are they playing like?
Yeah, what's their chemistry like? Exactly.
Let's find out how they're going to play this year.
And he's good on the second. And the last 2 drafts, the Atlanta Hawks aggressively making trades to assemble this roster.
And drafting DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish, great length and versatility on the wings. You pair that with Trae Young and John Collins, and that's an exciting young core for the Hawks.
Now here's Booker. 29 points for him last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
Well, the thing he did most was fluster the defense. I really liked how he showed no fear and constantly attacked the lane and drew contact, which in turn got him the free throws.
Here's Collins. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Here's Bogdanovich. Sharge grabs the board. Phoenix has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. No good from Booker. Atlanta's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. But they'll get another chance. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Capella.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you. That's as sweet as you're going to get it. Fluid motion, great lift, rolls right off the fingertips.
Pass to Collins. Hunter kicks to Young. Outside, Bogdanovich. Over Booker. Good D by Booker. The Suns shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Bridges passes to Booker. Now Bridges. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Young against Paul. Over Young. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Phoenix Suns come into this one following a loss to the Trailblazers in Portland. And now the Suns, a fast break. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, this is a maturity play here. Lots of pressure around him, and he doesn't speed up.
Last season, the Suns made DeAndre Ayton the #1 overall pick in the draft. They had no hesitation, Greg, in making that call.
And when a player like Ayton, who was in the Rookie of the Year convo from the get-go, is available, you have to take him. Not only is the upside sky high for Ayton, but he was an impact player from day one for the Suns.
One shot.
Free throw no good for Ayton.
And when you watch DeAndre Ayton, you really are just floored by how he moves. The amount of speed and agility he has for a player as solid as Ayton is doesn't come around very often.
Here's Booker following the basket by Trae Young. Pass to Ayton. There's the dish to Paul. Clock at 6. He kicks it to Bridges. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Paul can't get it to go. And those physical attributes of Ayton are so imposing. Greg, who does he remind you of?
I mean, for current players, you see a bit of Embiid and how they both move so fluidly for 7-footers. From the past, I see a bit of David Robinson in his game.
Now Gallinari following Chris Paul's three-point attempt. And the first shot of the night for him, no good.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
And the basket by Kaminsky.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Outside Collins. Bridges against Gallinari. Shoots over Bridges. And that one's drained from the low block. Gallinari's got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
Gallinari gathers his rhythm. He simply rises up and nails the interior shot.
13 feet away. And the jumper falls for him. 8 points for Devin Booker.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Young taking his time here. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
I mean, how do you stop a guy like that? Defensively, you want to protect the rim. He's so far away as Trae Young from the bucket.
Young against Paul. 1:43 left in the first quarter of the game. Booker against Collins. No good from Booker.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
And the shot goes down.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Kicks it to Bridges. Young against Paul. Over Young. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist from Bridges. 9 points for Chris Paul.
And Paul takes pride in scoring past the defense. He's used to getting roughed up a little bit. Sometimes he causes most of that, though, Kevin. True grit from the little man. Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the first. Good on the 13-footer. Paul's got 11.
Just love to see Chris Paul operate in that area. Slows himself down. Great balance. That's one of his many strengths.
Bridges with the steal. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. He gets that one. And the Suns lead by 1.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Gallinari surveying the D. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. Gallinari with the steal. From the wing, the offensive rebound. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Suns lead by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. A unique upbringing for Clint Capella. Spent years in a welfare orphanage in Switzerland. He said he never imagined he'd come this far.
Even as a kid, I wasn't even dreaming about that far. I would say that's even past my dreams. I mean, now I'm just living the moment, trying to work hard as I can, and just enjoy the present. Enjoy the present.
Just an inspiring story, Greg. It gives you perspective on why you should be grateful for everything you have.
Kevin, without a doubt, Capella's upbringing helped shape him, and the hard work he continues to put in is really admirable.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for Atlanta, Trae Young is out there with Lou Williams. Then it's John Collins. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Fernando in at the 5, roaming the paint. Williams, sweet little floater.
A big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Ball against Young. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
There's the pass to Williams. Gallinari in the corner. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Gallinari's got the game tied up here for the Hawks.
And that 3 ball from Gallo looks good. Just very impressive form right there.
Paul dishes to Booker. And here is Ayton. Shot clock at 6. Shoots a fader. Rebound Atlanta.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Interesting that Phoenix has gone through all these different iterations since the loss of Hall of Famer Steve Nash, but this young core potentially coming together where they've bookended their front court and their back court with Ayton and Booker.
Feeds it to Crowder. Another shot. Rebound Atlanta. Fernando's got 4 rebounds now tonight. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about. Kevin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A. Well, Brent, looking at the Suns' future, Ayton's development could really determine how far they rise.
I think it's not all on his shoulders, but certainly as a big guy out there, to have a presence on a nightly basis and some consistency is the challenge for DeAndre Ayton. He has all the physical tools and by all accounts has the work ethic to go along with it.
Al Paul following the three-point attempt by Lou Williams.
Yeah, and that one way back in the first quarter is the three-pointer that has been his only one of the night.
And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Hawks. Hunter comes in for Collins.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Now here's Paul. He's got 13. Booker trying to free himself up. It will go down, and the Hawks lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Paul.
A super touch on the floater there from Chris Paul, fooling the defense completely and then getting off the difficult shot.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Ray, you suited up for 6 teams in your NBA career. What do you think about some of the front offices that you came across during that playing time?
I think when you find a front office, when you move from franchise to franchise, is what it is that they value most. And there were some franchises, quite frankly, Kevin, that I played for where they just wanted you to show up on time, get there, play the game, and leave. Those franchises end up having a lot of struggle to find some footing in the league. They also find trouble finding attraction from free agency because people understand the culture just isn't there. There are other teams that do so many other things well, Kevin. You feel so much more valued as a player throughout your course of your career. Those are the places that end up sticking with you. And I think the league is doing a great job from top to bottom moving in that direction. Now, some are doing it better than others. That will always be the case.
Right.
But the idea around finding more completeness for what it is you provide a player is a great thing for everybody.
While there's a break in the action, let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. Third is Chris Paul.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
And Gallinari kicks to Young. Some solid D from Paul.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Williams gets the bucket.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Paul goes in. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gallinari. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Atlanta. Paul passes to Crowder. Ayton inside, working on Williams. And that one's good, Ayton.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Pass to Williams. Wide open look. And the shot is long.
I saw a green light there, Kevin. He's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
And Ayton throws it down.
Unselfish play of Chris Paul there. Has a knack for knowing when to get his guys when they're wide open.
On the wing, Williams. Defended by Booker. Shoots it. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to just one on the basket from Williams.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now, Kevin. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Crowder feeling it out a bit. And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist from Crowder. Ayton's got the lead up to 3 now for Phoenix. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Hawks. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Gallinari outside. Clock at 6. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Crowder. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Williams finds Gallinari. Over Booker. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Gallinari.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
No good from Booker.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Williams dishes to Hunter. Gallinari outside. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Sun shooting here about 46% for the game. And on a Marquette, Jay Crowder, a sturdy two-way wing player.
A great system player and glue guy. He had his best years with the Celtics. On the final year of this contract, a great value considering what he brings to the table.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he hit 72% of his foul shots a season ago, but I'm not sure he's real thrilled with those numbers.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And even with the shift from Budenholzer to Pierce, the Hawks continue to rely on the 3 as much as any team.
No doubt about it. I think the front office still accentuating the fact that they want to find some floor spacers after that 19th pick in John Collins, a guy that can rim run and protect the middle. They wanted to go after as much shooting as they possibly could.
Brent, you know, the moving screen is one of those very difficult judgment calls, isn't it?
It's a tough one, Kevin, but what you look for all the time in replays when you see that call, it's almost like the salsa. I'm looking at the hips and the feet. If the feet are too wide, and Kevin Garnett was the biggest problematic moving screen setter that I ever saw, being 6'11" and spreading out those sticks of his. But if the feet go wider than the shoulder, impossible. And then the hip move as the defender is moving around the screener, just enough of a nudge for him not to be able to catch up. Those are the ones where the referees, I think, are most in tune to in order to blow the whistle.
Paul, good, nice job down low. Paul's got 17 now.
And for an undersized player, Chris Paul's a pretty good finisher around the rim. Certainly knows all the angles.
Herter passes to Williams. Alinari outside. Over Diallo. And it's Gallinari missing.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
The shot's good. Now it's a 7-point Suns lead.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Gallinari. He has 7. Here's Williams. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Booker. And they call the foul. So he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
The Suns shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Free throw good, Booker.
And they struggled a bit at the line in the first quarter, but they have been terrific in the second, up to almost 85% overall.
Now here's Williams. He's got 8. Alinari outside. That one's off. Still out of sync. Suns leading by 10. Here's Crowder. Gallinari with the rebound.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for them.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Over Hunter. Paul's shot is off. The Hawks trail by 10. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The Suns shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Here's Crowder. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. Crowder's got the lead up to 12 now for the Suns. Atlanta's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Atlanta calls timeout.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Phoenix making a change here. Neto's checked in. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Atlanta. Now, here's Capella. Williams passes to Capella. Bogdanovich dishes to Williams. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That is his first foul of the game. Mikal Bridges checked in for Phoenix. Here's Capella. Pass to Herter. Just 5 to shoot. Can they get it? And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Outside Williams. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Well, it's such a challenge trying to alter anything that Lou Williams does just because you're on your heels most of the time.
Booker against Bogdanovich. Booker the pass to Kaminsky. Here's Diallo, and he banks in the layup. Diallo's got his first points of the game.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And stolen by Booker. 55 seconds left here in the second.
Booker showing some speed, excelling there, and blasting right through the defense to get to the rim.
The Hawks trail by 16.
Who's got Lou?
Outside Williams. Floats one, and the layup is good. Williams has got 12 now in this quarter.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Williams with the block. Here's Diallo. And no good that time. Some solid defense from Gallinari. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. He dishes it to Williams. Hawks passing it around. Here's Capella. Pass to Gallinari. Just 5 on the clock. And a missed layup. That'll do it for the first half. Suns ahead, leading by 14. 2K Sports, back to Phoenix after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. The game was always within a fairly narrow margin, with their largest deficit of the period being 6. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. Kenny, let's start with you. What did you think about the Suns?
Vintage CP3. Getting it done on both ends of the floor. Aggressive, disruptive, making difficult shots. He is the key here in the first half.
And Shaq, what'd you see from Atlanta?
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And you know, I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Suns leading by 14. Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. Booker and Bridges are the wings. And it's Paul in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. And that one's good. Hunter's got the first bucket of the third here for Atlanta.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
And Saric kicks to Bridges. Connects from three-point range. Bridges has got 5.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Young dishes to Bogdanovich. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Bogdanovich has got his third basket of the night.
Well, Bogdanovich, we saw a little bit of this during the All-Star weekend. He can play with a little bit of flair, and you know he's confident when he starts to show those signs. Well, as good as he is offensively, the challenge for Trae Young as the years go on here is to stand up defensively and shut down whoever he's guarding. Small and slender. If he can become just a little bit above average on that floor, that's a huge win for the entire team.
Shot.
First one falls for him. And he said he's eager to change the narrative about his defensive shortcomings. But, Brent, what does Trae Young need to do to improve there?
Well, I think he has to look at the approach that Steph Curry had. You remember with the Warriors, a lot of questions about Steph not being able to guard his position and shifting off with Clay. You know, Trae's got to accept that challenge as much as he's trying to lead this team offensively. If he can show defensively he can be consistent, that's going to go a long way for these young Hawks.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Trae Young in this game is playing completely in control and taking advantage of defenders being overly aggressive.
And Brent, many consider Trae Young the first product of the Steph Curry generation. He grew up in the age of the three-point shot.
I think that's pretty fair. He said he recorded all of Steph Curry's games. He studied them, tried to see where Steph was gaining some advantage, and that balance of his shooting and his playmaking, then moving without the ball. You can see all of those sort of attributes that are coming out of Trae Young, courtesy of Steph Curry.
Greg, for the Phoenix Suns, with a franchise-high 9-year playoff drought, there is pressure on this team to find their way out of that long rebuild.
And their moves on draft night, they raised some eyebrows. They've got some young talent, but can new coach Monty Williams turn them into a winner? Long-suffering Suns fans certainly hope so.
This could go down as the win-win trade of the draft over the last 3 or 4 years. The 5th pick in 2018, Trae Young traded on draft day for Luka Doncic, and they might have put a little chip on his shoulder, one that he played with in the second half of his rookie season.
2 on the clock, and the officials call a traveling violation. Well, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. Second is Clint Capella.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Young against Paul. Young outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Young's got 20.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Paul passes to Saric. And there's the pass to Booker. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. 19 points in the game.
Devin Booker will score by any means necessary, and that time over decent defense, getting the contact.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Outside, Bogdanovich. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And taking a look here at some numbers for Booker, coming off a terrific season, 7th in scoring, and his passing skills were on full display all year. He ranked among the top 15 in assists.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich.
And when Kyle Korver played for Atlanta, he set a league record with at least one three-pointer in 127 consecutive games.
And to think that you just wouldn't have one of those nights where nothing was going in. 127 is pretty impressive. Record was broken eventually by Steph Curry in 2016. But for Atlanta, that 127 is still a team record. And you wonder if one Trae Young might have his eyes set on it. Well, the thing you think about with Bogdanovich, besides his first name being in his last name, is potential. A young, raw prospect with plenty of upside. And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Young with the ball. Now guarded by Saric. Tries again. Capella with the bucket.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Young with the steal. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Young's got 22.
Great hands by Trae Young, and his passing abilities spark the fast break.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Look at all the coaching changes that the Suns have had through the years, and some of these young players have heard a lot of voices. 7 in the last 8 years, and the team's performance has shown that kind of inconsistency with up and down seasons.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
Free throw good, Booker. And all the system changes have really affected the Suns scouting department.
It's really difficult to fill out a roster when you've got coaching changes and philosophies that come about, and some guys simply just don't fit. So maybe they settle in here, find the right guys to do the right things, and get themselves back into the playoffs.
Both free throws good from Booker.
Well, some people looking at Atlanta and their situation in terms of the rebuild and wondering what direction they would go. They've made some pretty solid picks. Got John Collins at the 19th pick as a foundation piece, and then obviously drafting Trae Young and Kevin Huerter, relying on shooting on the perimeter, and things moving along swiftly in Atlanta. Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. And John Collins, Brent, falling that late in the first round, shows you how deep that draft was.
Now, some people thought it was going to be a slow rebuild in Atlanta. They've made some pretty good picks, grabbing Collins, as you mentioned, and then last year picking up Trae Young and Kevin Huerter in the draft and relying on some shooting. That number 19 has been pretty lucky so far for the Atlanta Hawks.
Johnson, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges. The Hawks trail by 14. Young drives in, and he gets the bucket. Young's got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, how about Trae Young? Even when he's bodied up there, finds a way to collect more points.
On the wing, Booker, defended by Young. Here's Saric. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 6th rebound on the night. Bogdanovich wide open. A three-pointer, no good. Suns leading by 12. Passes to Ayton. Johnson kicks to Paul. Pass to Booker. Here's the three. They grab their own miss, and Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, if Ayton can get in that kind of position, he can be a bully on the inside.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Dishes to Collins. Back to Young. Pass to Collins. Shot clock at 5. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. The drive by Booker, and it's blocked, and he gets it back. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Booker's got 9 points here in the second half. The Hawks trail by 16. Young with the ball. He's got 24. Collins passes to Capella. The dish to Hunter. Hawks passing it around. And it's Capella missing. Suns leading by 16. Shoots from the line. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Here's Booker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Count it from 12. Booker's got 11 points in the quarter.
Another night where Booker can prove to us how dynamic a scorer he can be.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Young up top, defended by Paul. And the pass to Collins. Young outside. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Sharks looking around. Booker with no one around. No good with the triple.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Here's Young. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Young's got 26.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Sharge outside. Johnson, a wide open look. Off target from three-point range. The Hawks trail by 14. Here's Bogdanovich. The teardrop falls in. Bogdanovich has got 11.
Nice floater, Bogdanovich. Some room. Got it off. He'll take it.
Sharge outside. Back to Paul. The floater, and he lays it up and in. Paul's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, what we've seen here tonight, Chris Paul can put points up on the board still in a hurry, just carrying the offensive load right now.
Now, here is Young. 26 points for him.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Paul, another one falls for Phoenix.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Well, we're now in the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul. Perhaps no longer the undisputed best point guard in the game, but still a top talent.
And Chris Paul might not be the best point guard, but any team would be happy to have him. His efficiency and playmaking aren't going away anytime soon. And even though he's never been an overly athletic player, that aspect of his game still is strong as ever.
And Phoenix making a change here. Neto's checked in, and the Hawks making a change here as well. Gallinari's checked in. Collins kicks to Capella. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Ayton.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
The Hawks have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Capella. Good on both.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Here's Neto. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And they call an illegal screen here. And a quick look at how Atlanta's schedule shaping up. On Saturday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on Monday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the New Orleans Pelicans. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. The Hawks working the ball around. Capella dishes to Bogdanovich. With the teardrop, it's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class-eating. No good from Booker. The Hawks trail by 14. Here's Gallinari. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Gallinari's got 9.
As soon as Gallinari saw the lane open up, he took it right at the defense and finishes off in style.
Here's Neto. Passes it to Johnson. 5 to shoot. Here's Ayton. Saric trying to break free. No good there. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Bogdanovich looking around. Count it. Number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Neto, the pass to Ayton. He kicks to Booker. Saric inside. He's guarded by Collins. Saric, that's good.
And the anticipation of Saric, outstanding at staying engaged and just eating up those rebounds.
A 3 from Bogdanovich. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, that's not an assignment that I want there, Kevin. I'd rather do math homework than to try and cover that guy.
Here's Neto. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Johnson for 3. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Young against Saric. Young drives in. Drops in the layup for 2. Young's got 12 points here in the second half.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Bogdanovich against Booker. The D by Bogdanovich.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
Here's Neto. Booker outside. And the 3 ball is good. Booker's got a pair of 3s now here in the 3rd for Phoenix.
After not having a 3 during the first half, he's made 2 now this second half, and he looks hungry for more.
And Young kicks to Capella. Outside Bogdanovich. Some solid defense from Ayton. And so it's the Phoenix Suns in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We come back right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Hawks trail by 8. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. They've got Clint Capella. Williams is out there with Young. Then there's Skal Labissiere, and it's Gallinari in at the 3, the small forward.
I would say that Trae Young's pick and roll game is fairly advanced for a player his age. What a treat to watch.
To the inside. No good from Booker. The Hawks shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Young's shot is off.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Here's Neto. Rejected by Young.
How about that? Trae Young with a block shot.
Here's Williams. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 6 assists here tonight.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Capella sends it back. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
You can make a case that Lou Williams is at his best in that kind of situation. Dynamite in transition.
For Phoenix, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Phoenix calls timeout.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Monty Williams talking with his team. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open 3, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
Here's Williams. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. The feed to Capella. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Booker against Williams. From 13. No good from Booker. The Hawks trailing. To the paint. Here's Labissiere. And Labissiere throws it down.
Someone's open. Trae Young scanning and finds him.
And it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Now, here's Bridges. Here's Neto from deep. Bangs home the trifecta. Neto's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Young from outside. Rebound by the Suns.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Neto kicks to Booker. Over Labissiere. A nice shot by Booker. Now it's a 5-point Phoenix lead.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
Doubled by Bridges. Young passes to Capella. Gallinari in the corner. Pass to Young. Beyond the arc. Bridges with the board. Suns leading by 5. A rebound by Young. Atlanta's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Williams. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. 18 points for Williams.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Neto finds Kaminsky. Now, here's Bridges. Here's Neto over Young. Neto can't get it to go.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Williams, that's good. And it's now only a 1-point Suns lead.
It's just what the doctor ordered here. Boy, have they needed him here in the fourth.
Pass to Bridges. Kicks to Kaminsky. Phoenix, no good that time either. For Atlanta, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Bridges against Gallinari. Right wing. With the floater. That's good from Williams on the assist by Labissiere. Williams has got 10 points here in the second half. Well, Phoenix shooting in this fourth quarter pretty dire at 27%. The pass to Bridges. Suns moving the ball around. Passes it to Neto. Launches a 3. That shot is off. So the Hawks will take it the other way. And Crowder comes up to help. And Labissiere throws it down.
Yeah, Labissiere's arms just seem to go on forever, which is why dunking it looks so easy.
Booker looking around. Pass to Kaminsky. And Capella sends it back. Young passes to Labissiere. And Labissiere throws it down.
I think he gets as much talk, not just about his shot selection, but his playmaking.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Crowder. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
The first one falls. Chris Paul, he's checked in for Phoenix. And a change for the Hawks. Hunter's checked in for Gallinari. And both free throws good from Crowder. Atlanta leading by 3. Williams scanning the floor. Over Booker. Williams can't hit. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Crowder. And Crowder slams it in.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Now, here is Young. Elbow shot. Labissiere, no good. Sun shooting well. They're at 45%. Here's Crowder, and Crowder slams it in. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Young against Paul. Got a piece of it. And rebounds again. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass. That's their third straight make off an assist.
The Suns trailing. Young with the steal. Banked in off the glass. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Offensive rebound. Shot by Crowder, no good. And it's the Hawks' ball. They're on a 14-6 run. In the corner, it's Hunter. And it's off from three-point range. Well, Phoenix shooting in the fourth quarter, not pretty, down around 29%. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, Mikal Bridges tagged as a 3-and-D type player in the draft. Still finding his way a little bit in terms of the NBA offensive system and where it is that he can be effective.
And that one falls for Bridges. Well, this team looking to utilize Bridges in a number of roles as he learns.
Yeah, Bridges maybe has to take a back seat to what Ayton and Booker do for this team. But it's a nice spot to settle in as the attention is on those two players. He can carve out a nice role here and continue to improve on some of his weaknesses in the offseason.
Both free throws good from Bridges. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They lead by 1. Lets it fly from 18. Hunter, no good.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
Here's Young after the Suns pick up 2. They double him with Booker. Pass to Bogdanovich. Passes to Hunter. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Capella. They get it back. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Šarić.
And there, just through activity, Hunter keeps the pressure on the defense.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Hunter.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Young with the steal. And now Young running the floor all by himself. And too long on the shot. Well, Phoenix shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Bridges dishes to Šarić. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Ayton in the high post. He feeds it to Paul, and he uses the glass on the layup. Paul's got 25 points in the game.
And that is why Chris Paul has the ball in his hands. Delivered.
Young passes to Hunter. Now Capella, defended by Bridges. Back to Capella. Just 5 to shoot. Looking for Young. He gets it there. Count it. Young's got 6 in the quarter.
Embracing the big moment is Trae Young.
The Suns shooting well. They're at 45%. Paul kicks to Booker. The pass to Ayton. Paul against Young. Paul passes to Šarić. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 4 assists in the game. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Young with no one around. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Young's got 37. Phoenix has gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Young against Paul. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. That's going to send Dario Šarić to the free throw line. It's going to be on Trae Young.
Terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
They double him with Šarić. Here's Bogdanovich for 3, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 16th rebound on the night. And the dunk by Booker.
And Booker, not just an onlooker. How about that one?
The Hawks trail by 4. Now Young. 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that one hits back iron. And so here's Phoenix. They led by as many as 18 points. And here is Paul. Booker outside. Lets it go with the 3. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. And now here comes Young leading the break. The rejection by Paul.
How about the lightning quick hands there? Chris Paul does a great job of just tracking that ball and then swatting it away.
Hunter, money!
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
And that's an intentional foul. The first, that makes it a 3-point lead.
This is an area where Chris Paul has been solid every year, always right around 90% in the charity stripe.
And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're down by 4. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Score, then hope for some missed free throws or a turnover at the other end.
Yeah, this won't be easy, so a little bit of luck will go a long way for them to get back in.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Chris Paul.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Now, here's Hunter. Defended by Bridges. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in. Another one of those guys who grew up around the game with his dad, Melvin Booker, playing both in the NBA and getting some overseas experience. And you can kind of see it in the maturity of Devin Booker's offensive game.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 6. There's 14 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, act fast, but without mistakes.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so they foul intentionally.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Here. So now it's an 8-point game. Williams kicks to Reddish. Carter the pass to Dedmon. Williams for 3. Back to Dedmon. So the Suns win it. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step to becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And